Yes, this is for those who are passing through, I wouldn't say suffering, passing through ADHD. What do I say now? ADHD lifestyle. Yes, I think that's better. I don't want to glorify ADHD. Yeah, it shouldn't be a lifestyle that should mess your life around or handle your life, take it on hold that you cannot even break it. It shouldn't be. So what I would tell you is that there are ways to go about this and make your life a normal one. Be in control, and before you know it, bam, you're there. Yeah, you are. So what actually make you consider yourself to be an ADHD person? It's nothing but you somehow find it very hard to calm yourself down most of the time. You cannot sit in a place for more than 10-20 minutes and 1 hour, 2, and then remain focused. You want to be like this child, even when you see yourself as a teenager now or even more of such age. You cannot. You want to jump from one place to another, like we say, from pillar to post. Again, what method also makes you feel that you are ADHD lifestyle is that you think about something now, you are so inspirational about something now, so many thoughts are coming to your head, and then you feel you can achieve all of them at the same time. You just see yourself so capable of being able to do it. And those things, before you know it, you plan, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Instead of you going after those vision or those inspiration, you find out that at the end of the day, you couldn't do any. You couldn't even remember. You lose focus. You lose memories of all of those, inspiration that comes into your subconsciousness at that particular time. Those things makes you, put you in that position of ADHD person. Again, you are the type who doesn't like to take initiative. You see things done, like a routine, things done at every given time in your very complete naked eyes, every now and then. But yet, you find it very hard, difficult to take initiative of those things, take initiative of doing those things by your very self, for yourself and for others around you. Most of the time, you certainly don't actually do them. And you hear people complaining and all that. Oh, okay, you're also the type who are so friendly, everybody like you, you're so likable and all that. And then because of the way you bring vibes into environment, the way you make things happen, the way you forefront things for others and get things done for them, and at the end of the day, they appreciate of what you can do and what they couldn't do. You are that kind of type. You're so likable. People like to see you. People like to mingle with you and all that. But all of a sudden, you overdo things as time goes on and make people feel uncomfortable about your attitude or your actions that you take. You become a bit kind of rough, and then you don't want to take responsibility when you are being complained to. Do you understand now? You feel that, you haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. You never see yourself do anything wrong, and people are saying you are doing something wrong. You don't want to accept. Those are things like that, and it's simply because and many more things that makes you being childish, makes you being as a child when you are supposed to be like you are an adult or close to be an adult. Those are the things, and people are seeing you to be childish, asking silly questions, unnecessary questions when you're not supposed to be asking, and then don't bother asking when you are supposed to be asking. Things like this and all that. But nevertheless, all of these things I've mentioned so far, they boils down on nothing but loss. We can't say loss of memory. like memories are not static. Memories are not consistent. Memories are fluctuating. Do you understand? It's as simple as that. And what can I say? If you find yourself in this type of situation of lifestyle, just see yourself, oh, okay, yeah, they said these are ADHD. You're just like ADHD, but this should not control you. You should not allow this to control you. It's just a result. It's just a situation that you can actually control if only you will listen and be ready to make massive gradual changes in your life, and that will become massive changes eventually, and then you realize that you have done yourself a good deal. Okay, so what do you need to do? What actually disturbs you is nothing but brain not consistent. Yeah. So what I will now tell you is that you need to plan yourself. You need to organize yourself, because you are disorganized. How can you be disorganized? It's as a result of your brain, your subconsciousness not active all the time, not systematic. So what do? What you do is to make sure find the best time to plan yourself. How can you find your best time to plan yourself? The best time to plan yourself as such kind of a person is when you are inspired to do a lot of stuff. When you're inspired to do a lot of stuff. So when you realize or you discover that you have this type of sign hovering, in your life, you have to do something about it, especially when you're growing older. You're not growing younger. You have to do something about rescuing your existence and make it a normalized lifestyle. It's not something you should be afraid of or get worried or worked up with. So the reason why I'm discussing all of this is just to be able to help one another. Even when you see yourself quite very normalized, there's still some kind of quality lifestyle you want to borrow from others. What we normally do is we try, copy, reorganize them, make it yours, and make it part of your life. And then before you start using them, you come to realization that they are benefiting you as to the result you're getting from everyone around. So this is not an issue. I know it is something you should like being concerned about, but at the same time, you just need to do something about it. And that's why I'm here talking about this whole thing. I try to give you step by step of things that needed to be done to restructure your very existence, to restructure your life, and see how you can get yourself out there in a more organized pattern or in a more organized way. So what you're supposed to do, like I said earlier, because this video I did not have, I'm just too busy to have enough time to get it done just like that, especially when it has to be working against my daily duties. Anyway, the issue is that you have to realize when you are getting inspired, as in information are flowing into your brain like the way it's normally be. You know yourself. Information are flowing into your brain that are quite inspiring and pushing you to do them at the same time. No, you don't have to. What you need to do is that if you know you do not have time at that particular time to do those things, what you need to do, you have a phone. You should have a very small book that we call diary, or a jotter, small book that should be having with you at all time. You are not the type that are not supposed to be carrying small bag that you can hang around yourself or in your waist most of the time, because people like you, people that have this type of sign, even those that doesn't, will lose a lot of stuff, your wallet, your key, your important card you can use in one place or the other, like Oyster card, for example. You do lose things like that. That's part of organizing yourself. Everything that are very important to you, that you use on a day-to-day activities or daily basis, you're supposed to have a small bag that you have all of these things in. And those bags should be part of yourself. It's just like, they should be like the shirt you're wearing, or the trouser you're wearing, or the shoe you're wearing. That is the way you are supposed to treat that bag. It's not a bag you just dump for anywhere and say you want to do something. No. But if probably you need to do something that the bag might be drawing you back in order to achieve what you want to achieve, you can take the bag, give it to a very reliable friend to hold for you, because things there, they are very important and you can't lose them. Finish, and your brain should be able to signal to you that I'm not having my shirt, or my trouser is not with me. That is the way you should train yourself consistently to know that that bag is like your shirt, is like your trouser or your shoe. Collect it and put it back again. Everything should be in there. You should have a jotter in there. Your phone can as well be there. If you don't want to hold your phone sometimes, depending on what happened, your phone should be there as well. So what did I say? As soon as you're having these inspirational thoughts flowing in, and you don't have the opportunity to be able to carry them out, bring out your phone, record them there, like store them there. If you are storing, like typing them like in your calendar, let it give you an alarm, like alarm you, like disturb you, that there are things that you needed to do and do and do. Plan them there. You should also have a portal in your phone that you can type some things that occasionally you always go to them to go and read, like the way you have a jotter that you write things and then you want to go back, check them, and want to actualize that what you are reading, but you do not have the opportunity of time, space to carry them out. You want to now carry them out. That's what your jotters are for, so that you don't forget things and forget about them completely. A lot of things happen, so you're going to forget. So make sure you put them there. Informations that could do with what you want to do in the house, for your family, to support your family. Do you understand? Domestically, what you want to do, probably at school, to support yourself, to support your school, to elevate you in your academic performances. If probably you are the type that works, what you want to do at work. The time you want to wake up on a daily basis. The time you need to do some certain things or the other. You have to make sure you put all of this in your phone calendar to alarm you. Put the title, put the time you want those information to, alert you that you need to do them. If you cannot do them at that particular time, change the time again to remind you again later. Do you understand? These are the things you need to do. It Very, very critical. It is very, very important. They are not only for you, mind you. Even business owners that don't have personal assistant, that don't have secretary, even though they do have, they still plan themselves. Otherwise, things that you think they do easily, they will never be able to achieve them. They achieve them, most of them, it is simply because they have pre-planned themselves for something to remind them. You might not hear the alarm yourself, but they hear. It could be alarm in terms of what do they call it now? Vibrating. It could just vibrate in their phone. They already know whenever their phone vibrates, it is an alarm. People like me, for example, my own alarm rings out. Yeah. So it all depends your circumstances, the environment where you find yourself. Okay? So these things are very, very important. You have to plan yourself by alarm. You have to be writing a lot down. Anything thought that comes to your head and you love to do them, and probably you still need to do some research before you come to conclusion whether you should carry it out or whether you shouldn't carry it out. You need to write them down. Those are stages that you need to apply. Again, whenever you get to anywhere, try as much as possible to put yourself in a calmness nature. Don't rush at people. Don't rush at things. Don't rush to get some things done. Just calm, study your environment and see if this atmosphere is friendly to you or not friendly to you. And whenever you are taking any steps to contribute into one activities or the other, and wherever you found yourself, be reminding yourself, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. You've done what you could. That's enough. Okay? So all of these things are very important. Take people's criticism like genuine criticism. Don't just react at whatever everybody is saying. Don't just react. Be careful to react, but be more acting. And when you don't want to react, you realize that you will not be taking action immediately. Sometimes situations allow you or permit you or wanted you to take action immediately. Those are the things when you know you are so capable of doing that at the end of the day, the whole fault will not be on you. And then when you realize that this is not going to work, please take those genuine criticism, process them again, see whether they are actually genuine or not, and then work on them. And then this will help you next time when you find yourself in that kind of a place or any similar place with similar situation. You'll be able to handle them more maturely and more better, and you get better outcome, and people will be coming around. Or in a situation where you want to be dogmatic, dogged for nothing, it's not going to work. You need people that love you dearly. People who look after yourself. People who doesn't want you to fail. Even though you fail, they want to help you to try again. You need them seriously to be around you all the time. Not those that will also be saying that you haven't done anything wrong. Carry on. Those ones are very delicate to be around. Because the issue is that there's something they are benefiting for you being foolish. And they don't want you to get your life Because they know if you do, they're not going to get them again. So they are encouraging you to continue to be losing what makes you a real human being. And they are benefiting from that. So all of these situations, you need to seriously take it very important. Because otherwise, what is ahead of you is worse than what you think you're experiencing now. Yeah. Nobody out there wants to waste their precious quality time with a serious human being, with someone who lacks visions, or someone who has visions but doesn't know how to actualize them, and he doesn't want to even actualize them. They have to press and press and press, pursue and pursue and pursue before they can make you get things done. Nobody wants to waste their time with them. Only your family can. Your parents, for example. Because what can they do? Nobody is ready to do that. Anyone you see sticking around, calling themselves friends, they are benefiting. The moment they are no longer getting what they want from you, they will dump you like a bag of rice. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Please and please start working on yourself. All what I've given to you are just some of the steps. You will start discovering more by the time you put yourself through this routine method. You start discovering more. Your subconsciousness will start pouring more ideas on what you do better, in addition to those step-by-steps I've just told you. And I know you will achieve a lot, and you will smile at the end of the day. You'll be happy. But like I said, you need people that loves you genuinely to be around you. And there are no others than your parents, your family. Because the issue is that some of these things that I forgot to mention, when you carry it out, whenever you're supposed to do them, or whenever your alarms are reminding you, and you push yourself to get them done, most of the time, whenever now you lack to do some things, human beings are not stupid. Human beings are not mad. They will remember when you have done some things. They will not flog things in angers or you that much. You say, he tried his best. Unlike when they always want to scold you all the time. This happens to everyone. But it's just that they differs, yes. They differs. You know? So try. You know, push yourself to do it. I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you get it done. And you see a greater result. Okay? So that's what I can say at the moment. And I hope this helps you. I even help others as well. Just like the way it's helping me, helping everyone as well around. Thank you. And we'll see you again in my next video, in my next class. Bye for now.